Hey! Ahoy! It's been a little while, like over a year since I've posted anything here, and I get questions all the time asking, where's SpongeBob?
Where's Krusty Cooch?
Will there ever be another DK
What happened
Bridge?
to you, Uncle
Can I have
Al?
your social security? I guess I never did address these things on the main stage, outside of like a few community posts, which not everybody sees. So I'd like to go ahead and rip that band-aid off and address the burning questions and concerns that many of you have and share what's in store for this channel moving forward. For the sake of transparency, I wasn't having fun with this channel for a while leading up to my hiatus. I think that's the single biggest point of contention I found myself with. I was burnt out and I wasn't enjoying my work. And, you know, when you're a content creator who relies on consistent uploads to make a living, not being able to push yourself to make content for months on end because you don't enjoy the work anymore is kind of counterintuitive to the whole making a living thing. It also didn't help my case that I was constantly trying to one-up myself. I was trying to push for bigger and more creative productions. I learned to animate and use all sorts of weird effects. But I think I was sacrificing the simplicity of what made my videos appealing to a lot of people in the first place, and also a decent chunk of my own sanity. It's tough to go bigger and pursue these ambitions when that's also at odds with what your audience is looking for. And then there's the big fat stupid YouTube elephant in the room. This entire channel has been demonetized a few times now. Each time it gets demonetized, I'm required to wait several months before I can reapply, and each time I do, YouTube gives me the monetization back almost right away, so I can't wrap my mind around why they continue to play these games with me. It's never abundantly clear why they do this, but that brings me back to consistency. This channel was not a reliable and consistent source of income for me anymore, and this, paired with the fact that I wasn't even enjoying the work anymore, it made me believe it was time to throw in the towel. Don't make a career out of memes. You will regret it.
You can't expect to live off the rest of your days from a single meme, Squid.
That was me! That was about me! So, does this mean that I'm done making parody videos for good? Well, no. Although at one point in time, I really did think I was done with them for good. 2023 was a real downer of a year for me. There is a chance I will come back to parodies at some point, but not without having something else going on for me. There is a part of me that does miss doing the parody stuff for fun, but I don't believe I'll ever go back to focusing on it full time. I have a little collection of parody ideas I'd like to bring to life eventually, but I gotta focus on building myself up somewhere else first. I've had to do a bit of soul searching this year to find the content that works for me, and I always end up back at gaming. When I began this channel, I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber. That was always my mission, and it never really panned out that way, and for good reason. My old content was pretty shit. So I've been working on my gaming channel, Uncle Al Plus, this year, and I've been having a blast getting to work on gaming-related stuff, even if a lot of it doesn't perform as well as my meme content used to. And that, for me, is my focus and my goal right now. To continue to experiment and make fun content about games I enjoy, so that way I can enjoy the process of content creation again in a way that feels manageable and more true to myself. I think I'm still finding a groove, but I'm getting a lot closer now to where I'd like to be. I highly recommend watching my video on Mario Kart Double Dash. Honestly, I think that's the most fun I've had working on a video so far this year, and well, the algorithm really didn't do this one justice, unfortunately. I'm also gonna start streaming a lot more often over there. Recently I did a 100% run of Battle for Bikini Bottom live, and it was a ton of fun. I would love to try out some challenge runs of other games and attempt some other unique spins on games, so if you want to come hang out with me in the chat, we had a great time. Probably gonna shoot for weekly streams, hopefully. If or when I'm able to build up Uncle Al Plus to a more sustainable place so that I can hire editors to help me keep up a consistent pace, I would like to use some of that free time that I would gain back to make some new parody videos for this channel for fun. So yes, that does mean new SpongeBob. I would like to eventually cap off Season 3 of my silly little series, perhaps make some new Tales from the Bottom while I'm at it. I've also got a number of other ideas in mind for Shrek parody, Fairly Odd Parents, Smiling Friends, and a good handful of others. However, I don't want to make any promises as to when these can happen. Again, I'd like to build up my game channel a bit more first. However, I am willing to cut you guys a deal. If you guys can get my gaming channel to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, I will immediately begin working on a new Donkey Kong Country Abridged. That is my Uncle Al guarantee. But it has to be before the end of this year. There's still a bit of distance left before we get there, but I think we can do it. So get on over there and subscribe. If we don't hit the goal, then, well, DK Abridged will just happen when it happens. The reason DK Abridged took a backseat in the first place is because of the extensive amount of work and planning that was required. I basically would have to spend up to 2 months focusing on nothing but DK Abridged, leaving huge gaps in my content and thus my views. But if my gaming channel gets moving and grooving, it would make working on DK Abridged a much easier pill to swallow. So yeah, subscribe to Uncle Al Plus. I've also got a Patreon, and if I'm ever able to get back around to parody stuff, I'll gladly include it in the Patreon at no extra cost. That's 2 channels for the price of 1. I hope you'll consider supporting. To summarize, I'd like to do some parodies again. I just can't focus on it full time like I used to. So if and when I'm able to get back around to it, they probably won't be super consistent. I hope you guys understand. I really do want to thank everybody for your years of support. I really wouldn't still be here, still trying to make this YouTube thing work, if you guys weren't here to show your support in the first place. It really does put a smile on my face to know that so many of you have found laughter and joy in my goofiness over the years. Hope to provide lots more goofiness for years to come in everything I do. With all that said, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Subscribe to Uncle Al Plus. Let's get that 100K, and I'll put the D in DK. Ooh, yeah, never mind, I don't like how I phrased that. DK Abridged will return. There, that's better. Have a good day, or a good night, and take care.